Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. You got it? You good?
I think so.
You ready to go? All right, 13-13. It's been a man. I ran over here. Oh no, this is mine.
No, that's mine.
Oh, is it? All right, well, man, sure, thank you. I ran over here to go give Luke his Christmas gift. I had waiting at the crib for a while, and I was just sitting there. All right, we dropped out. Jesus. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. But anyway, they kept the 13-13. Tom Brady was okay. He's missed some passes. One big one towards the end of the half to Godwin down the middle of the field. I don't know if it's on God. That's a tough-ass play, man. Your momentum's going forward. He did everything he had to do. I mean, landing on your back like that, like with the momentum, that's tough. I can understand. You get both hands on it, but look at the play. Mm-hmm. Look at the play in its entirety.
A little bit shorter.
That's a tough-ass play to make. But with all that being said, it's 13-13. The Bucs are right there. The Saints, I feel like the Saints have a lot. They started off hot, but they didn't get touchdowns, bro. They got field goals, and that might cost them later on.
Well, and we know why. Because my boy, Sean Murphy Bunting, that people don't know about. Man, what a play. You know what I mean? It was easy. It was an undercut. Boom. Almost a pick six. They still got the TD. They're doing what they need to do. Kamara is being held in check, which I thought he would be just because of Devin White and Levante David. You got two super fast linebackers, smart guys, heady guys. They're not going to let him. They're not going to let him beat them. It's the gadgety, whatever stuff that they're resorting to.
That's what they do. They do that well. They do everything well. But they also could get you on some gadget plays, and they had one deep. What was it, like a triple reverse to
double reverse,
fake reverse,
right,
to the quarterback, Jameis Winston, the former Bucs quarterback, that just went to the house.
They did that just to spite.
And they went. It was to a random receiver, like a receiver that I don't know. That honestly is not a household name. It went to a contributing receiver to the team.
It went to wide receiver 1.
No, I went to wide receiver 6.
No, he doesn't have a name. He just wide receiver 1.
6 is what he went to.
Yeah.
It was a good play. It was a good. I'm sure that was something that they wanted to use and something they plan to use.
And they could catch him. That's how you take advantage of a young secondary. There was two guys, a linebacker and a DB, and the I think it was a running back. He came underneath, and they both turned to follow the running back, and the other guy was down the seam. It was just a stupid young. They just took advantage of a young player. It's that simple. It's Tampa is right there. They're right there. That Godwin catches that touchdown. We're sitting pretty, but it is the Saints. It is the Saints, and they have weapons. They can do it. They have Jared Cook. They got Michael Thomas. They got Kamara.
They can strike quick.
Yeah.
Well, Kamara only has 10 rushes, 44 yards. Right now, we're going to go ahead and bring in our guy Michael Halatek, who's been with us pretty much the entire weekend. Michael. It's been an entertaining first half. A lot of misses, a lot of just misses for both teams.
Your postseason new buddy, huh? Yeah, this has been probably real close to the best game of the weekend so far. Entertaining, a couple of misses. The trick play that Alex had to remind us
Right.
that it's the exact same play that the Bears pulled off on the Saints, only to have it go hit number 8 and 3 right between the numbers and fall to the ground in the very same end zone, no less. But yeah, fun game. Yeah, Kamara's been held in check. It's both defenses, they have played really, really well. Mm-hmm. So it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait for the second half to start.
Yeah, and for me, I just feel like if you could continue to limit Alvin Kamara, you're on the right path. The defense is doing just enough. I felt like the Saints had opportunities really early to go up 14-0, Mike, and they ended up just going up 6-0. And like Luke said, that led to 3 points from the Bucs. That led to an interception. That led to a touchdown, which pretty much started. It got the Bucs back into the game, really, with pace with the Saints. Not Ryan Pace, but with pace with the Saints. I feel like what they need to do is continue to run the football. They're doing a decent job. The Bucs are with running the football. Don't get one-dimensional late, Luke. I know. No, I know we were talking about this earlier. Mike, you also, I'm sure, know Bruce Arians' offense. He can get very one-dimensional very quickly.
He can go strictly all pass, and you might see that in the fourth quarter, especially if the Saints can pull ahead. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on. And the third quarter is going to be the telltale here. I don't want to see. Well, maybe let me reword that. I would like to see a one-score game. Mm-hmm. Going into the last 2 minutes with the trailing team having the ball, and putting it on the arm of whoever is in that position, whether it's Brady or Breeze. It'll just make for one hell of an exciting finish to a divisional weekend.
I love the way your mind works because, Luke, I'm sure you want that to be Tom Terrific, as Sean likes to call him. I think it's going to be exactly that, Mike. It's going to come down to one guy, of course, obviously, because who else? There's no other option.
No, I know. I don't want it to come down to a quarterback at the end. I want it to be listen, we took this game over. I don't want a close win. I don't want a close win. I want, I'll tell you what needs to happen in the second half, and it's going to happen.
You want him to run over.
It's going to be. Hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. In the second half, it's going to be a big dose of Antonio Brown, and I'm going to tell you what. I don't think the Saints are ready because they've already ran Antonio Brown around with the jet sweep type of thing twice. And then never gave him the ball. And both times, had they given the ball, Antonio Brown could still be running. So I look for Antonio Brown to get involved heavy, and I look for Godwin to make another big catch too. So I think the Bucs are sitting pretty. This is the best they've played them all season. It's the closest game of the season. They got blown out both times in regular season. So I think the Bucs have learned, and I think Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich have learned their lesson, and they're going to dial something up.
It's going to be interesting to see. Sean Payton is an offensive genius. Arians is an offensive genius. That the defenses are there to stop the offenses, and this has been. It's a shame this one isn't the NFC title game because that's how exciting it's been.
And that's what we've seen in years past. It's always the games leading up to the Super Bowl that are the better games. Last year we got lucky. That game last year with Kansas City and the 49ers was a great game. But years past, I mean, it's been slaughters. And I can think of Seattle and Denver.
Yeah.
First play, safety. You know what I mean? Like, that was it. Like, so I'm glad that these games are tight, and I hope going forward they maintain the same kind of intensity.
Yeah, I hope so too. This one's going to be This one's going to be tight going to the wire, man. I really believe that. I don't think either team is going to give a whole hell of a lot. I feel like they rather take their chances late. The team that doesn't make the mistake in the second half for me is going to be the winner. You saw a big mistake by Drew Brees early from the Bucs. Will they get another one? Will the Saints find a way to get the turnover? I feel like that's going to be the biggest question. Mike, before we go, what's your biggest key for the second half for both teams?
The biggest key for either team is not settling for field goals. The ball's got to get to the end zone, because if you're going to trade field goals and for touchdowns for field goals, you're not going to win the game. So in the second half, you got to get the big guns for Tampa going. And as far as New Orleans is concerned, Kamara is your key. If you can keep Tampa's defense off balance, New Orleans will win the game.
We'll see.
Well, I'm just more curious is how do you know about trading field goals for touchdowns?
I
feel like you've seen this before.
I've lived in Chicago all my life, and the Bears have been trading field goals for touchdowns since 2006.
He's been on it. I'm telling you.
More power to you, man.
We know all too well. All right. I mean, look at, but in this game right now, a missed field goal might just be it.
Oh,
that
100%.
might be it for both teams. Do you trust Suckup or do you trust Will Lutz? My money's on Lutz. I don't know about you, but my money's on Lutz. But we're going to have to go ahead and see. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. Michael Halatek has been with us the whole time. We're going to have him on at the end of with the post game and the final of Saints and Bucks. Until then, this has been the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast.
See you in 2 hours.
Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.